Hello everybody, this is CJ with Sin69 Studios here with the lovely, sexy Sapphire. And I'm really excited about doing this interview with sexy Sapphire because she's inspired me so much as far as being in the porn industry. She's very dynamic, she's very brilliant, she's definitely a female entrepreneur. She gets that money, trust me. She finds ways to get the money and keep it continuously coming. And believe me, she's definitely not underground. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people may say like they don't know of her, they never heard of her, anything like that. But I tell you one thing, if you don't know her, you never heard of her, you about to find out a lot about this woman right now. So I'd like to introduce everybody to Miss Sexy Sapphire, one of the best webcam models I've ever come across. Like I said again, Miss Sexy Sapphire. Miss Sapphire, first question for you is, how'd you get started in the webcamming?
Is he talking to me? Hey peoples, first off, I heard that wonderful intro he just gave me, but let me tell you about me. I'm Sexy Sapphire. You know, there's a lot of Sapphires, but remember, I'm the sexy one. So when you go looking for me, don't go looking for Sapphire. You look for Sexy Sapphire. You hear me? All right. And don't listen to him. I don't make no money. I ain't got no money. I'm broke. Don't come looking for me. Don't ask me for no help. I ain't got no money. I'm broke. You hear me? I'm broke. How did I get started in this business? It was a joke. Would you believe that? I got started in this business as a joke. I had low self-esteem. And I saw that some other girls had got onto the cover of Playboy for being on MySpace. And I'm like, I can make a MySpace page. Anybody can do that. So I made a page and, you know, I started getting some attention for some pictures I had took a long time ago. And I'm like, don't y'all know I'm ugly? Like, I'm nothing. Like, why are you paying me attention? And so, you know, people kept paying me more attention. I'm like, well, maybe I'm not so ugly. And so I kept going with it. And then I started playing on my webcam for free. And one of my fans said, well, you know, Queen, you can make money doing what you're doing. And I said, wait a minute, I can make money playing on my webcam? And he said, yeah. And I said, where? And he said, this is a site called rude.com. And I said, sign me up. And that was in May of 2007. And 7 years later, I'm still there. It was kind of like a joke. I thought that, you know, if these girls could get popular from being on social network, I could too. I didn't know it would really happen.
Oh man, that sounds wonderful. But you know, one of the things that I've learned from talking to you is the fact that you've really searched this porn industry out. You know, a lot of people would think, you know, the norm that is just, you know, ass and titties, fucking suck, things of that nature. But not you. Just talking from you, you've introduced me into a lot of different genres within the porn industry that a lot of people really haven't tapped into or you know, discovered.
Well, see, I'm a freak. I've been a freak my whole life. You know, a lot of girls, they're shy. They're scared to be a freak outside of the bedroom. Me, I've been a freak in the bedroom so long that it's boring now. So, you know, I'm looking for some extra shit. Like, you want to have sex? Tie me up. Spank me. Let's do some bondage. I really like my feet to be touched. So, you know, I learned to do things with my feet. You know, there are so many people out here, and it's like food, you know? It's like food. There's so many different flavors and tastes and textures. And porn is like that. Like, everybody gets off on something different. There's so many different kinks, and there's so many different fetishes, and there's so many different things that you can have fun. Like, there's so many of us with dicks and pussies and titties, and everybody got that, but eventually it gets old. It gets old. It's like eating the same meal over and over. Like, you gotta have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Knowing that you probably got thousands and probably millions of fans who adore what you do, what's your one trait, your one best quality you think that you get a lot of requests for from your fans, female or male?
Feet. They all want fucking feet. Like, it's crazy. Everybody's into feet, men and women now. Like, everybody wants to talk about feet. Everybody wants to look at feet, play with feet. Feet. I used to hate my feet until I got into this business. And once I got into this business, I learned to love my feet just like I've learned to love everything else about myself. Like, every flaw or everything that I thought was wrong with me, the porn business has taught me that I don't have to feel insecure about anything, because the porn business is so broad that for someone who looks at me and thinks that I'm the perfect woman, there's somebody that looks at a 500-pound woman and says, God, I just want to see her suck a dick. Like, and we're like,
yeah,
what the fuck, you know?
Right.
But for everything that I think is wrong with me, there's some person who thinks that that's perfect and that that's their fantasy. Like, when I mess my teeth up, like, I know some people are watching, they haven't seen me in a while. So they're looking at me and they're talking and they're saying, what happened to our tooth? I messed my tooth up. Would you believe I haven't even been to a dentist since I broke my tooth? Like, I didn't care. The flaw never bothered me because my fans never got bothered. I've been in 15 magazines since I chipped my front tooth. I just don't smile anymore.
Right. So, how many years have you been doing this? How many years you been in?
7. Like, I started back in 2007. I made my first MySpace page. And it's 2014, and that's why I'm retiring this year. Not from, being Sapphire, but from the modeling and the adult industry, because, I think 8 years, at the end of the year, to be going into my 8th year. I can't, it's too much.
I'm going to tell you like this. I know, people in the industry always talking about, oh, you got to brand yourself. You got to brand yourself. You got to brand yourself. I know just from all the things that you've shown me, from what you've been doing over the last 7 years, for real, I ain't going to lie, you done made Sexy Sapphire into a conglomerate, for real.
By myself.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
By myself. And I appreciate that you noticed that, because it is about branding yourself. Like, there's so many, like I said at the beginning of this video, when you look for me, you don't look for all of Sapphires. You look for the sexy one. Like, you look for Sexy Sapphire, or you can even look for Sapphire the sexy one, because that's going to bring you directly to my website. Like, because I am the sexy one. You have to brand yourself. You have to be somebody. Not only am I Sexy Sapphire, but you know me as B Moore's Hidden Jewel. You know me as B Moore's Jewel. If you Google B Moore's Jewel, B Moore's Hidden Jewel, any of that, you're going to find so much Sapphire. It's like I own that shit. Like, and that's the way it should be, I don't care where you are. When I started, they said you're never going to make it because there's no porn in Baltimore. There's no East Coast anything. There's nobody doing what you do. There was nobody to hire me to do shit when I started. There was nobody over here to book me,
right?
To hire me. I had to do this shit myself. I had to make myself so fucking known that people started flying me out of state and booking me and hiring me. I had to.
I mean, the biggest things that I come across, being an owner of Sin69 is the fact that I get a lot of people, especially Caucasian people, that'll say to me, oh, you don't have anybody CJ to work with in Baltimore or whatever like that. And I be trying to explain to them that a lot of women say they want to get into this game, they want to do it, but they don't want to do the extra work, they lazy, and then the main thing is they don't want to think outside the box. It's all about trying to do something, to pay a bill or whatever, but not you, you know what I'm saying? For what you showed me, you actually made this into a business, and a lot of girls out of Baltimore just don't have that mindset that I come across.
Baltimore females, I call them chicken box holes for the most part. You dig me?
Yeah.
They rather fuck a nigga for a chicken box and get that little quick shit that he got than work for a little something that has something for that South. They chicken box holes. And that pertains to the ones on the street and even the ones in the club. Like, it makes no sense if you've been working in a club for years, right? And you have the opportunity to get on webcam at home and shake your ass at home and make the same money or more. And have niggas sending you gifts and sending you money and buy. But you rather go shake your ass in the club and let niggas smack your ass all night. Like, you stupid. If that's your goal, is to be in the club every fucking night, then that's your goal. But if your goal is to, like, brand yourself to make some money, then, bitch, get the fuck in the club, get a photographer to take some pictures of you, and find the fucking internet out. Because the internet is amazing, right? It made a bitch like me, who is 5 foot, who was 99 pounds when I started, who had fucked up teeth when I started, and it ain't even worse now, and I'm still more popular than you sitting in the club and you shaking your ass every night and niggas touching on you and all this shit.
And I can and sitting here filming this, I can vouch for that, ladies. Say what y'all want to say, I can vouch for that. She getting that. She got followers, she got fans, she got whatever you want to call them, Myras or whatever. She got plenty of them. Sexy Sapphire doing her thing. So a broad around here, a chick around here telling me she can't get no money. I ain't trying to hear that. You just gotta put that time, that effort in there. That's all that.
They lazy and they ain't got no vision. Baltimore is a sad place to live because they say that we have a crab in a barrel mentality here. And it's not even necessarily a crab in a barrel mentality. It's that the city used to have hope and it used to have, people used to have ambition. But for some reason now that reality TV has become so popular, you know, people think that they can do stupid shit and become famous, or they think that money is supposed to come with this. Like everything I do is supposed to be quick money. But nothing is quick money. Nothing is quick money. If you started your own business from anything, from the ground up, you don't make no profit for the first year. Everybody know any money that you make go right back in the business and you struggling in the first year or two. Like it just happens. But any bitch that don't want to put the time and effort into something, then she does not understand it. You just keep shaking your ass, you know, keep fucking for free. Keep doing whatever makes you happy. But if this is not your goal to make some real money off of it, to become, you know, popular, if your goal is to become an Instagram celebrity, you know, that's easy.
Funny. That's funny because I just went to Exotica, you know, the Love and Sex convention up in Jersey, and that was a term that they just kept kicking around. That's something I brought back with me. They was like, CJ, man, look, you running a business, so when you dealing with these women that come to you talk about, oh, I want to work with you, I want to be a star and all that stuff, you got to quickly filter them out and find out, you know, whether they trying to be a Twitter porn star. Oh, they trying to be an amateur mainstream porn star. Because they don't understand that.
Anytime you go to a bitch page and all she got is pictures of her in lingerie or some panties and shit and a bunch of twerk videos, but there's a link to her Twitter or there's a link to her Facebook, not a link to a YouTube page maybe where she getting paid, because everybody know you can make money on YouTube.
Right.
If you got enough videos on YouTube and all this shit, there are other sites where you can put up videos and make money. But if this is your goal is just to shake your ass for some fucking likes and some followers and shit, then don't go hitting up a company and say I want to work with you when you don't want to do no work. You know, and that's the issue in Baltimore. Everybody says, I want to do this, I want to do that. But when you ask them to put some time and energy into it, they say, well, how much you paying me? You're like, who the fuck are you? You're nobody. You don't get paid. You get this fucking content. You get some attention. See, guess what? I got a following. I got a fan base. I'm somebody, and I'm going to take your nobody ass and help you become somebody. And if you don't understand that, you should be paying me. And you lucky that I'm not charging a fee for putting you on. Then bitch, go choose up somewhere else. Go shake your ass on Twitter or Instagram or in the club and let some nigga smack your ass and call you a bitch and, you know, get these free videos of you to put on their Twitter and Instagram and all that shit, you know. Be the most popular bitch in the club for the next 20 years. Who the fuck cares? Like, but if you're gonna be naked, if you're gonna be shaking your ass, you know, you might as well team up with somebody that can help you make a real profit of it so that you can stop at some point.
Well, my next to my last question is, you know, like you said, you've been in the business for a long time now, about 7 years or longer or whatever. What changes have you seen from when you first started?
Well, the mainstream industry used to be safe. But it ain't safe no more. Everybody burning and you can't trust nobody. If you can't trust Mr. Marcus, you can't trust nobody. Like, I grew up seeing him in every fucking porn there was. Like, we all watched him. To hear that somebody as big as him changed his test results, that make you not want to trust nobody test results, right? So the mainstream industry was a lot of a safer place. Like, bitches worked hard to try to get there. Nobody is working so hard to get mainstream anymore. People are working hard to become independent now. In the last 7 years, as I watched the industry change, I watched the industry become a contender, not the dominant one. They used to be the dominant one, but now there's too many homegrown companies. There's too many girls. There's too many guys that realize that we can run a webcam house. You know, it's too much competition now. Like, I've realized in the last 7 years that the porn industry has been taken over by the normal person, like me. There's a lot of girls who do what I do, and they get called a webcam girl. They get called a cam girl. For some reason, people keep calling me a porn star, and I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. The only porn star I've ever had sex with was Ron Jeremy, and it wasn't on camera. Like, I've never had sex with anyone on camera who was not my boyfriend. I've never sucked a dick on camera that was not my boyfriend. I didn't have sex with a girl on camera who was not my girlfriend. I was just really good at what I did, I think, that I became so... But people want to label me as a porn star. I said, I'm not even a porn star. I'm just a cam girl.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of talking to a few people who's really not really, you know, into the industry like that, or, you know, because a lot of times what I learned is you got to really research when you get into this. You got to research everything you come across. You just can't take things for a grain of salt and just run with it. You got to look. You got to research it up. You got to investigate. You got to find out what's going on. But yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Definitely, it was definitely fun talking to you for these few minutes. Again, like I said, you didn't help me. And I only been in the game, I've been telling everybody, look, I only been in the game since 2010. Really, I didn't start shooting until last year, 2013. And that whole ride from 2010 up till now, you've been like my partner.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell everybody that we've actually been partners, even though you've been doing your thing, making your steady, continuously making your money. But
and
like
I said,
we
partners. I charge you. Understand? So
exactly.
That's not work for free. We partners, but I charge this motherfucker. I understand that.
Oh yeah. She hits me up, everybody. She hits me up. She don't. No, I don't get no free passes. No, I don't get no free passes. Not at all. I know, but go. Who you want to give any shout outs to? Let everybody know where they can find you, stuff like that.
Oh, well, like I said, I'm Sapphire, the sexy one. So that's the website. And if you Google me, you know I'm Sapphire, the sexy one. I'm Sexy Sapphire. Just remember, it's a lot of Sapphires, but I'm the sexy one. And I'm going to make sure you check out my shirt today, right? I'm like so hot, right? And of course, that's my sexy ass. And my homie gave me this shirt. He did this for me. A lot of y'all know him and fuck with him. He do a lot of shit for all the porn stars. His name is Roderick, Roderick Therapeutic Massages out in Detroit. And he has his own spa, and he does the shirts, and he does hats, and he does, oh God, he even has his own perfumes and stuff. Like, he's awesome. So you check him out. He's on Twitter, and he's on Instagram, Roderick Therapeutic Massages, and he did my shirt for me. And, you know, otherwise, I just want to say I love my fans. Like, for real, y'all be rocking with me, like, so hard. Like, it's amazing for me to be this one little chick in Baltimore where there was nothing when I got started. Like, it's like I brought the porn industry to Baltimore. Like, there was nobody here when I got started. And it's cool because now there's a lot going on in the DMV now. Like, there's a lot. You know? There was nothing here when I got started. I want you to understand it. That this is so cool that this last 7 years has been awesome. I'm retiring this year. You know, I've already announced it that this is it for me at the end of this year. And I just want to say it's been awesome. It's been awesome. Like, I'm just a little chick from the hood, you know. I was nobody, and y'all gave me the opportunity to shine and to become somebody just being me. Like, I didn't have to become somebody else, and I just love y'all for that, you know. And I'm on my way out of here, and when I say bye, I want you to remember that right now I'm telling my life story. I'm doing a video series called The Sexy Sapphire Chronicles.
Okay.
And it's on my YouTube, and it's on my Daily Motion. You can check out my website for it, or just hit me up if you can't find it. But if you Google The Sexy Sapphire Chronicles, you'll find that too, because, you know, I'm really good at branding myself. So check them out and understand who I am and where I come from. And it's just so much Sapphire that we can't even do all this in this one video. So, you know, maybe I'll come back and talk to you again through Sin69 Studios. Check out his website. It's sin69studio.com.
.com. That's right. That's right. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
You welcome, love.